Good afternoon, all of you. In the last class, we have discussed about addressing modes, in which we have discussed about two types of addressing modes, namely immediate as well as what was the other name? Register addressing mode. Okay. So these two addressing modes, okay, are used under the situation where the operand, okay, is located in register. Okay, whether if the operand is located in the register or if you want to send the operand into the register. In the sense, these two are related to register operands in register. Okay. So I will list out first of all. Then we will discuss each one of them. The first one is direct addressing mode. The second one is register indirect addressing mode. The third one is indexed addressing mode. Indexed addressing mode. Relative relative addressing mode. The last one is relative index. So these are the types of addressing modes that are used to access the operands that are located in the memory. So these are the 6 types of addressing modes that we will use. Now let us discuss each one of them, okay, in detail. First one is direct addressing mode. Okay. Before we start this topic, we will try to understand, okay, how your memory is accessed. So in the last class, I already told you how many bit memory address you require to access memory of 8086. How many bit address you require? We require how many bit address? 20-bit address is required to access 1 megabyte memory. Am I right? Am I right or wrong? Do you require 20 bits or 16 bits? How many bit address you require to access 1 megabyte memory? Can you hear my voice or not? 236. Okay. So we require 20-bit address in order to access 1 megabyte memory. And how this address is formed with the help of two registers. One is segment register, in which we will specify the starting address, and another type of registers are nothing but index or pointer, in which we specify the offset address. Address is nothing but it is the address that needs to be added to the starting address. Okay. That particular address we call it as offset address. Now here this offset address, we call this offset address as nothing but effective address. EA. Effective address is nothing but offset address of the operand is known as effective address. Okay. So this is how we calculate the 20-bit address to access 1 megabyte. We specify the starting address in the segment register, to which, okay, so the starting address at the LSB side, 4 zeros are added, nothing but into 10H plus this offset address. Okay, this is nothing but the displacement from the starting address. The displacement from the starting address is known as effective address. Okay. Now, for instance, if I want to access the memory address 12,000 H, okay, then, okay, in the data segment, if the starting address is 1200 H, then what do you need to do? Simply 1200 into 10, which is equivalent to 12,000 H. And from this starting address, okay, at which address you want to go? At first address. From this location, you want to go to the first address. It's nothing but for data segment we use source index, an offset address. I will specify 0001. Now, how you will calculate the physical address? The starting address into 10 plus offset address. So it will make us to access 12,001H. This is how we calculate the effective address. Here, these effective address is nothing but this one. This one we call it as effective address, and this one we call it as physical address. Okay. Offset address is also called as effective address. Physical address is calculated with the help of offset address and starting address. Specified in the instruction. Okay. The name itself implies that the the effective address. Direct here indicates the effective address of the operand. Okay, direct effective address of the operand. For instance, if you are writing move ax comma like this, then this addressing mode is known as direct addressing mode. Why? Because if you see the source side of the instruction, this is nothing but here you are using two square brackets. In the sense, this will act as offset address or effective address. Now the offset address or effective address of the operand that you want to access is specified directly in the instruction, okay, or as a part of the instruction. So this addressing mode is nothing but in which the effective address of the operand to be accessed is specified in the instruction as a part of it. Okay. In the simple words, I will write it as effective address is specified within the instruction effective address is specified within the instruction. This is the instruction, and within the instruction, either at the source side or at the destination side, if you specify the effective address, then that type of addressing mode is known as direct addressing mode. Now, you might be wondering, now with this address, with this effective address, how you will get the physical address of the memory. Okay. This is just an offset address. We have not mentioned any starting address in this instruction. Okay. For our understanding purpose, let us assume that the content in the DS is 1000H. Let us assume that the content in the DS as 1000H. Okay. Now, as soon as you are writing this instruction, it means that 2000H. So, this address is assumed as what this address is. This is as nothing but effective address or offset. Now, how you will get the physical address? Simply physical address. To get the physical address, you require, this is the procedure to calculate the physical address is nothing but you require starting address into 10H plus offset or effective address. This is how we calculate the physical. Now, here you see this instruction. What is the starting address? Where it is specified? Starting address is, we need to insert 10 at the LSB. B in the sense, this will be done by BA. Okay. So, like this, or starting address into 10. Then also you will get 10,000. Plus, what do you need to do?
The effective address.
Offset address. Where it is specified?
The instruction.
In the instruction. What it is?
2000H.
this is what is this means here. Okay. Internally, this is how your CPU will perform or get the address. Okay. Now, once it gets the address, not 12,000, immediately the CPU will go to which address now? It will go to 12,000 address. And whatever is stored, okay, and whatever is stored in 12,000 and 12,001, that will be moved into which register? AX register.
X.
In the AX, in the sense, AX in the sense, AL, AH, lower byte in the sense, the content at the lower address 12,000 that will be going into AL, and the content at 12,001 will be going into 1. So what will be your content? What will be the content of AX now? AX will be equal to 1918H. Is this okay? Is this okay? Are you able to understand the
Sure.
concept? Fine. Okay. So this is how what we call this addressing mode works. Now suppose that these addresses are hexadecimal addresses. Now, if I write move bx comma 2002H, okay, if I write like this, then what will be the content in the BX? If I write the instruction in this way, move bx comma under the square brackets 2002H. So now what I want is, what will be the content in the BX after you are executing this instruction?
TH.
BX in the sense it will have BL. What will be stored at BL register and what will be stored at BH register? First of all, first you tell me what is the physical address? What is the physical address?
12002.
Very good. So physical address is nothing but 12002H. So what is located at 12002H?
20H.
So in the BL, what will be there? What will be there at BL?
Okay.
And what will be there at BH?
H.
So what will be the content of BX now? 1120H. Okay. So now if you see this, with the help of direct addressing mode, you are able to access your memory. So if square brackets are there, it means that it is considered as effective address. This one you need to remember. Okay. If the square brackets are there in the instruction, it means that it is considered as an effective address. Okay. If I remove the square brackets, then it will be considered as operand. In the sense, now what will be the content of the BX? If you write the instruction like this, what will be the content of BX?
200.
200.
2H.
If I insert the bracket, then what will be the content of BX?
Content in the address of 200H.
This one, right? So if you are inserting the bracket, it means that it is considered as effective address. If you remove the bracket, then it will be considered as operand. Okay. Suppose if I want to write like this, move AX, and let us assume the content of DS as 2000H and the content of AX as 0812H. Let us suppose that the content of DS as 2000H and the content of AX as 0812H. Then what this instruction will do? Simply, first of all, this thing is considered as effective address. So this effective address must be added with the starting address to get the physical address. First you need to calculate the physical address. Physical address is nothing but 10 into PS plus 2000. So what will be the physical address? 20,000H plus 2000. In the sense
22000.
So now on the 22,000, this is okay. Now this was the previous state. Okay, this was the previous state. Okay, let us assume that previously there were the values at this location 22,000, 22,001H. These were the values that were stored by some other instructions. Let us say, now after executing this instruction, what will be the content at the 22,000 and 22,001?
08 and 12.
Very good. So 08 and 12. 08 will be stored at lower address or higher address? At 22,000, what will be stored? How to what we call define this instruction? It will copy the contents of AX into the address specified, or what we call into the physical address that is formed by adding segment address with the effective address specified in the instruction. Okay. So Very simple. Now, the next one is register indirect addressing. Okay. In this, what we will do is we will specify the effective address with the help of registers. In the sense, for instance, if I write, first of all, let me define effective address is specified with the help of index or pointer register. Okay, this is how we define register indirectly. The effective address is not specified directly. Instead of specifying directly, we will use index or pointer registers to specify the effective address. For instance, if I write like this, move AX, comma, SI. Again you see square brackets. Okay. Square bracket indicates the effective address is located at which register? It is located at source index register. Okay. Now, how to calculate? For instance, now let us assume that the SI content is 2000 H and the DS content is 1000 H. So what will be moved into the AX? What will be moved into the AX?
2000H.
No, it's wrong. Okay, in the AX, instead of these 2000, what will be going into the AX is what was the instruction? Move AX, comma, SI. Effective address is specified, with the help of what? Register. Now this SI, what it indicates? It indicates which address? Effective address. So these 2000 is considered as what now? It is considered as address, effective address, not as operand. So in the AX, if I write 2000H after executing this instruction, it will be wrong. Okay. So first of all, what you need to do? You need to calculate the physical address. How you will calculate? Starting address, that is 1000 into 10, nothing but 10,000H plus effective address. What is the effective address now? What is the effective address?
12000.
Effective address ఏంది? Just tell me effective address, not the physical address.
200.
What is that? 2000H. So the physical address will be equal to 12,000. So whatever is located at 12,000 and 12,001, that particular content will be moved into AX. In the sense, so 0 AX will be equal to 0809H. This is 12,000. This is 12,001. So these content lower byte and these content higher byte. Okay. This is how this instruction works. Okay. So now, sir, why you are adding with the DS only, sir? Why not other segment registers? Why not SP or SS or ES or CS? Why you are considering only DS? Can anyone tell why we are considering DS only? Now, if I write the instruction like this, now how you will calculate the physical address with the help of this effective address? BP. BP stands for BP stands for
Base pointer.
base pointer. Okay. This is the default offset register for which segment register? For stack segment. Okay. So now if these things are given DS and SS, then how you need to do now? What do you need to do? What do you need to do now? Here I will take BX. Base register. This also is default for SS only. Okay. So if you are using base register, then you need to add this effective address with the stack segment, not with the data segment. Okay. So it depends upon the register there. Which segment register you should use to get the physical address. Okay. If I am writing BP here, if I write BP only, and if the content of BP is 2000 and the content of DS is 1000 and the content of SS is also 2000. If the data is provided like this, then if a question is asked, what will be the content of AX, then how you will reply? What will be your answer? How you will calculate? First you need to calculate physical address. What is the physical address?
One two zero zero zero.
Is this correct?
Sir.
Whether it is correct or wrong?
Correct, sir.
Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, rule number 247. Is this correct or wrong? Sir, correct, sir. Whether it is correct or wrong?
Correct, sir.
Anyone else? Okay, rule number 247. 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 Okay, rule number రూల్ నెంబర్ 2. ఓకే చెప్పు బాబు, ఇది కరెక్టేనా?
మొత్తం బ్లర్
ఉందా? అంటే క్వశ్చన్ అడిగేంత వరకు చెప్పవా? You do one thing, all of you quit the class. I will send the link. Only 236 rule number and that who else will agree to this statement? Books is possible. Direct addressing mode is nothing but in which effective address is specified as a part of instruction. Example is move These are the examples for direct addressing mode. If you are specifying the effective address directly in the instruction, then that type of addressing mode is nothing but direct addressing mode. Here, this address is distinguished with the operand by square brackets. Okay, if you are indicating square brackets around the number, then it is considered as effective address, but not as operand. It is nothing but direct addressing mode. And the next one is register indirect addressing mode. In this addressing mode, the effective address is specified with the help of register. Okay. Example is move AX, comma these are the examples. Here you can see that in the example, the effective address, okay, it is specified with the help of register. That is the reason why it is known as register indirect addressing mode. We are not specifying the address directly, effective address directly in the instruction. We are specifying the effective address with the help of register. That is why it is named as register indirect addressing mode. The next one is index addressing mode. This is also a type of indirect addressing mode only. But here we will make use of index register in order to specify the effective address. In the sense, effective address is specified in index register, such as move SI, comma AX, or move AX, comma DI. If you observe in these both instructions, the effective address is specified with the help of SI in this instruction and with the help of DI in this instruction. So in both of these instructions, the effective address is specified in the index register. That is why it is called as index addressing mode. Okay. Based index addressing mode. Base index addressing mode is nothing but in which base register and index register are used to get an effective address. So we define it as effective address is a sum of both base and index register. For instance, if I write the instruction like this, move AX comma some type of base register and some type of index register. So if you observe this instruction, both registers are there. Base register and index register. Okay, pointer register and index register is there. Okay, so if these are used, if both registers are used to specify the effective address, then that type of addressing mode is nothing but based index addressing mode. Okay, the content of the base pointer and the content of SI, okay, are added. Then whatever you get after addition of base register and index register, that will be considered it as effective address. Then that effective address is added with the segment address, and that content will be copied into the AX register. Okay. The next one is register relative addressing mode. Okay. In this particular addressing mode, for instance, if I write like this, move AX comma see, this 50H is a displacement, okay, that is from SI content. So relative to the effective address that is specified by SI, okay, here this is a relative displacement from an SI register. So this type of addressing is nothing but register relative addressing mode. Is this clear for you? Are you able to understand? Are you able to understand or not?
అంటే ఎస్ఐ తర్వాత 50H దూరం ఉంటుందా సార్?
No, no. See, simple. If I'm read like this, SI or whatever register. For instance, here effective address is nothing but it is formed by 8 or 16-bit displacement plus offset address of register. In the sense, if I write like this, move AX comma 50H into, not into, followed by SI. So here, how you are calculating the effective address? 8-bit or 16-bit displacement. Here, how many bit displacement it is? It is an 8-bit displacement. These should be added with what? SI content. For instance, if SI content is 1000H, okay, so what will be the effective address? What will be the effective address?
1050.
Very good. 1000 plus, you need to add this 1000 with what? Displacement. Nothing but 50H. So it will make it as 1050H. Okay. So this is how an effective address is formed in which addressing mode? Register relative addressing mode. Register relative addressing mode is nothing but in which the effective address is formed by adding 8-bit or 16-bit displacement with the what? 8-bit or 16-bit displacement
Soft address of the register.
with the content of any of the registers. Okay, effective address is formed by adding 8-bit or 16-bit displacement with the content of any register. It may be DX, BP, SI or DI. Okay, this is how the effective address is formed. In which type of addressing mode? Register relative addressing mode. Okay. The next one is relative based index addressing mode. Now in this, the effective address is formed by adding 8-bit displacement or 16-bit displacement with the content of base register and index register. For example, move x comma see here. What do you need to do now? You need to add the 16-bit displacement with the content of base pointer as well as with the content of SI. Suppose that if the content of SI is 1000 and BP is 2010, then how you will calculate the effective address? Effective address is formed by adding 5000 H plus base register content, that is 2010 H plus index register content, that is nothing but 1000 H. So overall, the effective address is nothing but now 0108010H. So this is how you will get the effective address in this relative based index addressing mode. So it is nothing but 8-bit or 16-bit displacement added with base register content as well as index register content. This whole addition will make you to find effective address of the operand. So these are the different types of addressing modes